All right, so this is the complete roadmap on how to become a profitable trader in 2026. Okay, we are going to be talking about every aspect that you need to become a profitable trader. May it be on how to get a funding, what knowledge do you need as far as technicals is concerned, how to scale up from that funding phase, how to become better at your technicals, and even the psychological aspect. What all do you need to become the best possible version of your own self? All right, and what all am I going to drop in the upcoming weeks so that I can help you with the same? Also, I will be going to be talking about that. Now first, let's start with the technicals aspect. Okay, so I'm assuming that you don't have any knowledge as far as trading is concerned, and even if you do, I would request you, if you have not done this, at least do this. Go to ICT's channel and complete the 2022 mentorship first. So you will get your basics cleared, what you want to look at the market, what you want to see, you will be cleared with that, right? Then the next step is that you want to backtest at least 6 months of data based on your strategy. And when you backtest, your focus should not be only, that I am starting an account, let's say, of a balance of 50K. I want to grow this account. No, the focus should not be on just the growing the money, on just focusing on the edge, but also about how to be mentally good here. Okay, this is very important because people usually focus on only and only focusing on the strategy, but not on the mental aspect of backtesting. That is the most important. It makes you trade effortlessly in the real markets. Okay, after you have done the 6 months of backtesting, now what software you can use is, you can use FX Replay. It is completely free. You can go on the trial version and you can rinse and repeat the trial until unless you complete your 6 months of data. Do this for 2024 or maybe 2025, whatever you are comfortable with. And then go for forward testing. Now forward testing is on a paper account using TradingView. You can forward test on any instrument that you like. I usually trade Nasdaq only, so I would recommend doing that only. And when you forward test, right, so while forward testing, uh, act as if you are running a real account, right? So you are doing this every day, and every day, Monday to Friday, you should have the same routine. What routine you should follow, we will talk about that in the upcoming section of this video. Okay, so at least I recommend a month of forward testing, so that you can get used to the fact whether you are able to make money or not, or what aspects do you need to work more on, right? So that is how forward testing is a very important. It makes you also realize about what mental aspects you are lacking to become a good trader, right? You will feel many things, that you are cutting your trades very early when you are in profit. You are not letting your winners run, you are taking your losers too far away. So those are the aspects when you need to go back home, when when you journal. Those are the aspects when you need to journal very extensively about and focus on improving them. All right, so when you will be done with forward testing of this 1 month, okay, so as of right now, you are not making any money. Okay, this is just improving your knowledge as a trader. You are not making any money right now. And that is the phase when you start, when you have already forward tested, let's say for a month, and you have seen that your edge works in the real time market, and you are able to execute that in the real time market as well. That is when the real game starts. Okay, now what I would advise you is, I would advise you to only and only start with a prop firm right now, not go on your live account. I would advise to go only and only with a prop firm. These are the three options that I like the best because they are the lowest cost. And MFFU core accounts, okay, or maybe an Apex account, get them around when the 90-80% sales drops on. I guess 90% sale is even live right now. And another is that I can test is a Lucid Flex account. Okay, I will also be testing a Lucid Flex account from 5th of January. I have already bought a 150K, but whatever is in your budget, you can go with that, right? It is very important to understand the rules also of these accounts. Usually you will have a drawdown, usually you will have a take profit target. So don't try to rush because you are very new to this. Okay, after you have done this, after you have been funded with at least one account, try to get a payout. Okay, if you're not able to get a payout, if you blow that account, there is something to be improved on. right? Most probably that will only be a psychological aspect that needs to be improved upon, because the knowledge that you have already is enough to make you money. Okay. After 2022 mentorship, while you are doing all of this back testing, forward testing, trying to get funded, you should also try to watch the core content month 1 to 12. This is a very important video, because it clears up your basics, right? It will improve your higher time frame analysis by leaps. So this is what I would recommend also. And okay, so let us just suppose that now you have a MFFU core account, right? And now you have to focus on getting just a payout, just a single payout of, let's say, $1,000, right? That is the moment when you start scaling up. Okay, from that payout, get another account, get another evaluation, maybe two evaluations, and then to try to pass them account, right? Now, how to scale up, right? So, what I would advise is, let's say if you are going for Apex accounts, right? Apex is one day to pass, so you can easily full port them during NFP or CPI or PPI, whatever, right? You just have to keep the buy stops and the sell stops. You can easily search on YouTube. There are many methods to do a one day pass for these red fold events, specifically with Apex, because Apex has a one day pass rule, right? That is when you start scaling up and adding more capital to your account, and then you can use the Apex built-in copy trader with Tradeovate, or you can get Trade Syncer. Since now you are making money, you're also copy trading all these accounts side by side, right? Um and I will be very honest, the once you are able to make money, once you are able to get a single payout, the psychological aspect will change, right? It will become very easy for you to focus only and only on trading, to focus only on only what you should do as a good trader, right? So it becomes easier and easier after you get a single payout, after you get your first payout. Now that we have discussed on how to scale up, the next part is, and I would say the most important part is, the psychological aspect, right? I am going to divide this entire section into three things. First is a video aspect, right? That I would advise everyone to watch this 5 hour seminar of Mark Douglas. Mark Douglas is a legend when it comes to trading psychology, and I would advise everyone to watch this 5 hour seminar. And I will also upload a complete video on YouTube, maybe around 20-30 minutes, that explains all the relevant aspects of Mark Douglas teachings that are relevant for trading and being in the zone. Okay. Now, when I want to first move up here, right? These are the books that I have mentioned that I advise everyone to read if they are in a full-time trading, specifically when we are dealing with futures and options and everything, right? So, these are the three books that I recommend you to trade. First is Trading in the Zone. This is also by Mark Douglas. Disciplined Trader by Mark Douglas. And Best Loser Wins is by Tom Hugard. Okay, so these are the best books I think that in the psychology space. After you are done reading with these three ones, specifically in the order that I have mentioned, then you can move to other books, the Mental Game of Trading, Psycho Cybernetics, and all. That's all. Okay, as far as books is concerned. This seminar alone will give you a very good knowledge about what you have to act like, how you have to think like when it comes to being a trader, right? Also, you can see that I have marked this arrow towards backtesting again, right? So this is why, because I recommend watching this 5 hour seminar and then going for the backtesting, because you have to know how do you want to act, right? Even at the end of that seminar, I remember Mark Douglas will himself preach you backtesting, so that you can act as a good trader, not only a focus on your technicals, but how to think, how to act, and how to behave, right? That is where it gets very important during the backtesting phase. So your order should be that first you should go with this ICT 2022 mentorship, then you should watch the Mark Douglas 5 hour seminar, and then you should go for backtesting, right? Okay. Moving forward, this is something that is very important when you're doing forward testing, right? And even when you trade on a funded account and even on a live account, whatever. I think that everyone who trades should at least do these four things in their life. They should do a meditation session. They should also work out and diet. Meditation itself, it will make you be patient. It will make you non-impulsive. You won't jump the gun. You won't jump into a trade without your entry signal being even formed. Meditation is also very important. You can search on various forms of meditation. There are various forms of meditation available that focus on different things. Anapan is something that makes you patient. Vipassana is something that makes you being aware about what emotions you are feeling, right? So you should also have a pre-trade routine. You have to build this routine. What I do is I usually meditate before a trading session. I have a cup of coffee so that I can focus better. And then I also develop a trading plan for the day. Usually I record a trading plan for the day so that I can manage what actually happened, what I had planned, and what were the differences between the two, so that I can focus on what do I need to improve. When you make a trading plan, it is very important that you talk yourself through it. Okay, that at first I will look for this area to get tapped into, and then I will go for a short. I will wait for the market to come into this area, and only then I will go for a long. Right? This is what a trading plan looks like. It should include all the aspects of what you are going to be doing in that day, specifically around where will you enter, where will you long, where will you short, what risk management are you going to follow, how many lots maximum are you going to trade, where will you take your profit out, what will be the maximum number of trades that you expect yourself to get out at, and whether you actually follow that or not. And the difference between the two should be journaled, right? Journaling is the most important part of a trader. This is the exact moment where you sit with yourself and you literally expose yourself in front of yourself, whether you were wrong or not. I want to make a very detailed, a very, a distinction between the two when you journal. Okay. Your only focus should be whether the trade was under your system or not. Okay. This is very important, and I will tell you why. If a trade was as per your model, even if you win or even if you lose, it doesn't matter. It was a good trade, right? If the trade was not under your model and you have traded something entirely different than what you usually trade, what your model is, that is a bad trade, even though if you have made a profit. This is what I want you to focus on. I want you to go entirely away from the aspect of whether you made a profit or loss. Every profitable trade is not a good trade, and every losing trade is not a bad trade. I want you to think like this. Okay. Even for journaling, I will give you a template on Notion that I use. It literally touches every aspect, okay, of a trade. May it be psychological, may it be, whether you have followed your rules or not, and even your own system, whether you actually followed your own model or not. Because when you will be watching this ICT 2022 mentorship, he will give you a model to work with. Okay. And then slowly and steadily, when you will get more knowledge about ICT and other things, then you will develop your own model, right? I have seen so many videos of ICT. Now I have a differently altogether model that I follow, and that is not something that ICT teaches. It includes the concepts from ICT, but I have a different model altogether, and I only and only trade that. I have certain scenarios that I have built for every day, and they repeat again and again and again. So my focus is just that I am following my model or not. If I am following my model, the trade was in my model, then it's a winner for me, no matter what profit or loss I made, right? So this is all what you need to become a profitable trader in 2026. Okay, I have given you the entire roadmap. Go to the technicals, then the backtesting phase and the psychological aspect. Watch this seminar and then go into the backtesting. Do the forward testing. Also do side by side these. Keep on reading these books. Right. Every day you should have a pre-trade routine build up. Right. Meditation, workout, diet, and a trading plan. And I have also told you how to get funded initially and then how to scale up, right? As far as the things that I am going to be doing specifically around this roadmap in the upcoming weeks is that I will upload a Mark Douglas teachings video on YouTube. It will cover all the relevant aspects, and I will also give you my template of Notion completely free. Okay, on YouTube, I will attach that link in the description of the video of the upcoming video, and that's all. And I just wish all of you a very happy new year. 2025 has come to an end. Whatever it was, if it was a bad one, if it was or it was a good one, I want you to be hyped up for 2026, because I am hyped up for 2026. You know why? Because this is the year when you have made your mistakes as far you have come. Just look at the progress that you have made in 2025, right? And I want you to focus on that progress, and I want you to take it forward into 2026, improve upon that, and make a plan on how you are going to achieve this year and do everything that you wish for. That's all from my side for this year. And I will also try to become more active on YouTube specifically in 2026. And I will be dropping every bit of knowledge that I have completely free. If you have not watched the video of my daily bias on ICT, I recommend you to go watch that. And I will also be dropping my entire model. I am going to be dropping all the concepts of ICT that you need to learn to become a profitable trader, right? That's all from my side, and I will meet you in the next year. Till then, peace out.